Hey, Zudoragi here, coming to another video review. Today, as you can see, I'll be taking a look at Deluxe Class Brawl from Combiner Wars. Start things off, here's his size compared to a soda can. A little small for a tank, but he is only a deluxe. His colors are pretty basic. He's got this kind of brownish green, a very dark gunmetal gray, some purple, some silver, and a very tiny amount of black, at least in this mode. Oh, and a little bit of light blue. View from above, yeah, you can basically see his head. View from below, honestly doesn't look too bad. You can't see too many robot bits, although it is kind of indicative that these are fists, but eh. Of course, he does have little casters, so he rolls kinda well. And he does have accessories. He, of course, has his little cannon. If you want, you can plug it up here onto there, if you want. But what you're supposed to do with it is there are two little sort of nubs here on either side of this notch, which go into the slot, or the slots on either side of the post. Just drop that in there. Now he has a turret. And it can angle up pretty far. Sadly, due to how he transforms, there's no swivel, or there's no pivot in the turret, which, I mean, looking at it, wouldn't be impossible to do, but whatever. And he has his hand-foot gun. Again, if you want, you can plug into this port up here. That very tight port. But that honestly looks really, really stupid. Or, there is a post back here. You can flip that up, get the thumb out of the way, and there is a port in the hand-foot gun. Drop that on there, close up that, and there you have a little secondary turret. And honestly, if he's in vehicle mode, I usually display him like this because I think that looks pretty good. Sort of reminds me of Movie Brawl and his double turret thing. But let's go ahead and get that out of there and get onto the transformations. As usual, starting with the leg mode. So to get that ready, it's pretty simple. Just leave the gun attached, flip up the combiner joint, take the back section of the tank, attach it, swing it around on this armature, and it will sort of lock in place back here. There is now a post, or a port that is flipped around there. Flip out the heel, drop that in there, and there you have Brawl in leg mode. Pretty simple. Now, arm mode. So to start arm mode off, take the turret and swing it all the way forward. Fold this down completely and it will just sort of sit there. Bring out the combiner joint. Split the legs. And just bring them down and they will sort of notch into here, as well as latch in on the double joint in there. Just squeeze all that together. And bring the arms back, and there is a notch in here where the tab on this part of the arm can go in and sit there. Although it doesn't do so very securely. Just bring that back, tab that in. Yep, get this post out of the way. Rotate that forward. Try and get the legs to stay together. Take the hand-foot gun, flip out the fingers, bring out the thumb, bring the palm down, get the palm into place, attach it right here. And there you have Brawl in his arm mode. First you got the swivel here and the double jointed bit there. But this is a mode that, aside from preparing for the video, I never used. Alright. And now, finally, to robot mode. Just get the turret out of the way. Go ahead and split the tank in half a bit. Split the back. Bring this back and around. And like before, there are notches on the knees that these panels will just lock into. I'm going to be able to show you better on this leg. They're just little notches, plus the joint in here will lock into that slot. Just get that down out of the way. Take the front sides of the tank, just bring them up and out of the way. If it hasn't already, detach the waist section from the front of the tank, bring it back and around, and then this clip will sit in there. And then this whole section will sort of lock into here on this little ridge. Well, I say lock, but it's a fairly well-known problem that if you breathe on this guy wrong, that lock will come undone. So just spin the waist around, bring the turret all the way down, bring down the arms, attach the hands from the shoulders and bring them down. And then bring out the head. And there you have Brawl in robot mode. Here's his size compared to a soda can. Standard Deluxe class size. He may actually be a little bit bigger than the average Deluxe. As far as colors, it's pretty much the same. That very dark olive, a very dark metallic gray, and almost sort of metallic black, light blue, silver, a little bit of purple, but now quite a bit of this dull gray and a bit of red. View from above and below. His posability is okay. His head's just on a swivel, so it can go all the way around. If you use that transformation joint, you can get him looking up, and unlike a lot of figures, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it kind of looks like his head's falling into his back, but better than most. His arms are on these double joints in here, so you can, move them up and down. The arms can really only move out about that far. They can go all the way around at the shoulder. There is no swivel at the shoulder. You do have a single bend here at the upper part, and then a ball joint in the lower part of the elbow. Normally you would be able to get a full elbow bend, but his arm is so bulky, it's not happening. You do, however, have a ball joint on the lower part of the elbow, so you can pivot it all the way around. He does have a bit of an ab crunch, which is an extreme rarity for Transformers figures. His waist is, of course, on a swivel. It can go all the way around. Legs can go forward that far. Back about as far as they need to. Out to the side that far. They can swivel just below the hip. A very respectable knee bend. And then the ankle can tilt in about that far, and you actually have backwards and forwards movement. So you can get an entire range of motion out of his feet. So from the waist up, he's basically a brick. From the waist down, he is one of the most posable Transformers figures I've seen outside of, like, Fudai models. As far as accessories, it's exactly the same as before. He's got his cannon. You can pop into his hand. Pop into his hand. You just have him wheeled like that, which looks okay. Or you can, mount it on his arm, which also looks pretty cool. Or you can attach it back to the tank turret and give him the old-fashioned look, but as a result, he no longer has a weapon. You can use the hand-foot gun, which he can sort of hold, but he can't move his elbow when he has it because the thing just sticks back too far. And his upper elbow is too weak to hold any kind of pose, so kind of is what it is. So you really have to decide between how he looks or giving him a weapon when it comes to that. But overall, I think it's pretty neat. Sit right, will ya? So his posability is decent, his accessories are alright, he looks okay, his leg mode is just fine. Overall, decent figure. That's been my review of Deluxe Class Brawl. Until next time, bye-bye.